Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Scandinavia Takes Over the World in EU4. Well, mostly we're taking over bits of Austria, and we'll be a little bit limited by our administrative power in terms of how much we can take exactly. But we're doing pretty well for ourselves, so I'm not going to complain. People are arriving, forming, merging armies. I think that's the end of our recruitment drive. We're almost at our force limit. Now, some of these guys are mercs at this point that we recruited just for speed, because we had money to throw around. So we may as well just speed up the game at this point, and that's fine, you know? Alright, you're going to start a siege over there. And yeah, carpet sieging Austria is pretty good. They are assembling a bit of an army. And whoa! There's actually a bit of a skirmish going on over there. We'll leave our dudes in Vienna if we can, detach whoever else we've got kicking around, and go and reinforce. They're going to throw some troops in there. But overall, we're okay. They actually have low morale here. These, what are those, Milanese forces? Lost the Battle of Nassau, apparently. Alright. Probably I just had one person walking through something. But we'll be able to crush this army, that's fine. I should have kept a bit of a closer eye, though, because they are assembling a little bit of numbers. Wait, what? Who is this? Crete. Wow. Oh, and Ottomans are still just completely obliterated. They're never going to do anything. If I want a bunch of free land, I should just go and take from the Ottomans. But, you know, I still like the idea of going up in admin power. Be nice to get another idea. Pick up those trade ideas. Okay, so we have one here. Okay. Merge up, detach. Oh, we assaulted. Ah. It is occupied. Okay, so France decided to assault, which is actually fine, because they then gave it to me, which I'm happy about. We'll see if we can't smash those guys. Lost another individual battle. How many people do I have, like, randomly walking through there on their own? I don't know. Group that up. That's fine. You're okay. You two are basically not moving around. Let's go ahead and group up over there. Okay. And yeah, we'll jump on the units in Carnton, because I think France will come with me, and we're just going to Oh, France is actually leading. So good on them. Moravia is under attack. No, not really. They're just passing through. Not a concern. Russian army over there. I have no idea what our eventual peace treaty is going to look like. We'll go ahead and split these up. Not 100% carpet siege status right now, you know, close-ish. Actually, that's a bit of an attack. Group up. Detach minimal siege, select the army that's left, activate force march, and try to see if we can get there in time to rescue my units, although I don't think we will. Poznan is under attack. Well. No, we did lose that skirmish. We should catch what's left. Well, it looks like they're going to be dead regardless. But those are Brandenburgian troops, man. If I'm not fighting them at like 3-1, or, you know, almost 10-1 over here, it's just no good. Brandenburg's scary. You want an easy mode game? Play as Brandenburg. More little attacks. Win that. Good. Wait for it to wake up. Detach. And we're going to move you back down here, but turn off force march. So we're down 17k men. We still have tons of manpower in the bank, although we've certainly used a fair bit. We've got Warsaw now. Let's just hit Poland a little bit more, just to, I don't know, annoy them or something. Radibor, none of that matters. And we did win a siege, so we can move some troops around. Move down there. Presumably they'll move away. We can certainly reinforce if a battle actually does initiate. Army's under attack there. Really? Oh, it is too. Go ahead and do that. Actually, these guys go that way. Detach some troops and go there. Should be okay. And we're still working on Vienna. It is slow, actually, with not having a real siege built up there. And they might be coming in that direction. Also, I got to worry about Venice. You know, I might be splitting my stuff up a little bit too thin, and it might slow me down. We're almost done the siege here, though. I have no infantry in this army. Ooh. We're not attached. Who's here? Salzburg will probably keep that siege going on. So let me just move these guys to Vienna. Overall, if I check my army status, what am I looking at? I still have 75 infantry, 88 cannons. Okay, so it's just like kind of a shitty distribution overall. Oh, we did lose that battle in Vorpommern. We're going to go with superior numbers. Let's go ahead and assign a leader. Really? This is probably safe. Do that. Stupid buggers. No, local defensiveness for the rest of the game is better than hiring an engineer. Please and thank you. Good, we won that. I guess I'll leave this stack here-ish. Like that little bit of Poland. We should take that from them. Just take it out of their misery. Bit of a skirmish here. That is going to win in our favor. More little guys here. That's fine. You're going to run away to Frankfurt, which is not necessarily ideal, but what the hell? We'll leave you do that. France might be chasing the Venetian army, which is okay. And yeah, we'll move this big stack into Vienna just to try to accelerate things a little bit over there and to defend it. Certainly keeping the Austrian capital under our thumb is going to be very useful for this peace deal. We're at 41% war score, and it would not surprise me if they had no, they have no enthusiasm for the war. So they would happily give me a lot more than my actual war score worth. But I think I'm going to want a lot more of that. Oh, I lost a cardinal over there. Too bad. Ansbach's not actually being attacked. We probably don't have the full tick. No, we've only got 4 of it. This has actually been a relatively short war. It did take us a little bit of time to get Ansbach, but not that long. We actually were sieging it almost from day 1. We are going to lose a little skirmish over there, or rather the French are. And here. Detach a siege and go help out. Well, with just what, a bunch of cans? Listen, let's wait. Hang out there. Where's the rest of my troops? I got a whole crap load over here. You're moving out, which is going to be fine. No, we'll finish the siege of Trent, and then we'll move over into the east. Tell you what, I'm going to split this, grab the one without a leader, throw a couple extra dudes in Ostmarch just to discourage them from coming over here afterwards. Yeah, we'll just finish some sieges. Oh, France has actually taken Tyrol and are not giving it up. That's very interesting. It's actually a really good move by France. Tyrol's got the gold mines, and you're going to get some income out of it just by itself, even if you don't take it in a war deal. And it would have been nice if I could have taken it in a war deal. Maybe. Well, technically we can reach everything. I mean, Augsburg is ours, for example. So we could have taken Tyrol away, and that would have broken Austria completely. But now we can't, because France beat us to it. Still, that's all right. I think Austria is going to be pretty broken here anyway. There is increased coring cost on all this stuff, though, which is bad. Not double, just 50% more. Still going to be quite painful. They're moving to Moravia, which is a fairly decent number of troops, but I think we're going to be okay. I have no intention of restricting Vinland's expansion, so let them expand freely. Totally okay with that. Don't necessarily need to de-siege my stuff as much as I'm making it a priority, but what the hell. And mostly here, it's about keeping Brandenburg out of the picture. We'll recall that diplomat. There we go, finished off that siege. And we'll move down to, say, Wittenberg over here. Alright, stop giving me pop-ups about Moravia that aren't important. Diplomat came back. Overall, we're fine. Just wait for the war score to keep ticking up. Remember, like, what was it, 2 videos ago, where it was just, like, giant stacks of 100Ks dancing around one another, trying to get the best engagement? It doesn't look like they're reinforced here. Here, Hungary's actually fighting the Trierian army, which is kind of... Oh, we want to finish this tick. But we're not, I don't think we're going to be able to get there to reinforce. Potentially with a forced march we could, but I think it's just going to be lost, unfortunately. Sorry, Trier. It's some important stuff to siege here. We've got maybe too many people over here. I don't want to leave like a non-existent stack. I'm going to split you in half and then bring the dudes over to the east. So we have a bit of a potential to coordinate. But I do want to grab this. I don't want to let France decide that it wants to hold on to it. If we did attack them, they would have had like nothing left in the tank. I don't think Hungary is someone I can separately peace out, though. No. Is there anyone I can separately peace out at this point? No. Everyone else, other than Austria, everyone's got high war enthusiasm. So, that's fine. Actually, I'm quite surprised that Brandenburg does, too. They've got some mounted in war exhaustion, but it's hardly a thing. We've got a bit of war exhaustion. It might be worth us buying it down a bit. Only 50 points. I mean, we're going to want some for negotiation, but probably not that much. And war exhaustion is pretty bad. I mean, there's no magic number where it gets really bad. And I suppose I didn't have to worry until I got actual rebellion status, but I think the war is going to go on for a little bit longer, and I'm worried about forgetting things, so yeah, we'll leave it for now. Oh, it's minus 49, so that's fine. We've arrived there. We're going to start that siege, which is groovy. You might unsiege Krakow. You might actually... You got a bit of an army. You might actually cause a little bit of trouble for us. Want a siege over there, which I quite care about. Like, really, I wasn't being sarcastic. It's an important little siege. And then, I don't know. I think I'm going to move these guys into Ostmarch and prepare to maybe reinforce against Moravia. See what we can do. All right. Won the siege of Plock. But what I'm going to do here as well is, it looks like you guys are going to go clear that out, which is nice. I could finish sieging Brandenburg. Nothing else, it'll help bankrupt them. We'd probably move to a full carpet siege type situation at this point. These guys are moving around a little bit. Yeah, we'll try to group up. We'll carpet siege Brandenburg perfectly, and then the rest of the troops will actually group up to start an assault. Won the siege of Potsdam, which is there. Good. Then tell you what, why don't you not that way? Move through there to there. We'll get a little bit more grouping up and figure out what we can do. Armies are arriving in different places. Oh, that was the one that had retreated a while ago. You can probably go to Metz and initiate siege. You might not have enough people, but at least we'll have been there first. Persia announces Russia's rival. How did that happen? Holy crap! Okay, Persia is huge. I haven't been looking at the world very much. Ming is doing great for itself. Well done, Ming. Pazay, which starts off like 3 provinces over here, has been going nuts. Absolutely crazy. Not much in the way of European powers over here at this point, which I'm a little surprised about. Who's occupying here? Bamanis is growing huge. Can Bamanis not create Hindustan? Why haven't they? Either they are not allowed to, which I don't expect. Maybe it's a religious thing, I don't know. Or they're missing like 1 key province or some damn thing like that. Delhi is massive. Now there might be some stuff here that they need, I don't know. The people are getting quite big. Spain, of course, doing fine. Morocco. Africa is pretty standardy, broken up-y. Nothing like tremendous to write home about. Ethiopia still exists, although they've been sanctioned away from the coast, which is interesting. And then we've looked at the Americas a fair amount of time. Alright. Well, nothing to do but to keep on taking land from the Austrians, really, is mostly what it comes down to at this point. Potsdam is being... Well, no, that hardly counts as anything. Merge up. Detach. Split in half. Send some guys there. Send some extra dudes over here just to make sure that the sieges are working properly. But a little bit concerned, actually, here. We definitely need to make sure to keep a large number of troops kicking around. Anhalt is done. That's good. Need to have the armies meet up in Saxony after they've properly detached a siege. That's what we'll do. Wow, that's a 40 stack. Alright, color me somewhat impressed. Still really want to get Vienna. It might be worth... Well, I gotta move some troops one way or another. If I just detach a minimal siege there, tell you what, I'll cut it in half. I'll leave some extra dudes behind. Get yourself to Ostmarch. We'll take out the army in Moravia. Well, maybe we'll avoid it, actually, and just go for a big battle somewhere else. They're going to Bohemia. It'll be interesting to see where they're going. We won the Siege of Trent. Lovely. That frees up a ton of army. We don't have an extra leader that we could assign to this guy. Not right now. There's some Austrian troops sitting around down there, but I'm not too concerned about that. 52% war score. It'll keep going up. Now, we might be able to get quite a bit of stuff already from them. So let's say, for the sake of argument, let's take everything we can get from there. No, Salzburg is already ours. We haven't finished these sieges yet. That would go to France, right? Oh, hold on. It was occupied by France. I'm sure of it, the stripy. Maybe because I didn't have Memigen and it wasn't bordering, they couldn't flip it. Now they can flip it to me. Oh, they won't do 55. That's very interesting. They're very close to 55%. But if I grab something like this, we get a lot of contiguousness. Contiguosity? You know what I mean. Everything kind of connects together with my little vassals over here, and we get the gold mine in Tyrol, which is stupendous. That would be 120% overextension, though. Leave out Linz? Oh, well, there you go. There's the peace deal we want. Except on top of this, we want to embarrass or humiliate. Oh, you're telling me I can't humiliate if I take anything else? Power projection is good, but we'll get power projection from taking a lot of land anyway. Interesting. They'd be willing to do this right now. Give up their gold mine. May as well take Trent. Good and defensive. I mean, I guess we could choose between Trent and Linz. Wow, Linz is so much more. Oh, no. We can't take Trent without being overextended. So like this configuration here gets us to 96%, which is perfectly fine. There's no... becomes part of France, so... Well, sorry about that. And then we could just throw in whatever. Probably war reparations, which you're still willing to do. Hold on. We might end this war right now. Unless we want them to release a bunch of nations, which would be good because it does weaken Austria dramatically. So like Croatia down here, which would be 4 provinces, that wouldn't be bad. Let's sort by war score. So the highest war score I could force them to release would be the Palatinate. It is huge. We'd start off on good terms. They would not know, they would not care about the fact that I've annexed anyone. I think that's the thing to do. How much are we looking at right now? We're at 125 diplomatic power, which is nothing. We could throw in a bunch of money. I think we might be going towards a 100% war score sort of thing with Austria. I like this a lot. So what we have to do is we have to keep fighting for a while. So we can do that. These guys are going down to here. They're going to get there on the 27th. They won't actually engage anyone. Okay, what? I wonder if they're going there. Let me go ahead and park my troops in Bamberg. They might be going to dislodge my troops here in Oberplatz. Pfatz. Pfalz? I don't remember if it... One of the letters there is supposed to be silent. It might be the P or it might be the F. I don't remember. So it's actually not helping me in any way whatsoever. I would like to take out these guys in Moravia, but the reinforcements might be a bit much. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could win one way or another. They do move into Bommerwald. When are they going to get there? The 3rd now. I could actually sandwich them in and just finish off these troops pretty effectively. They do have Brandenburg in there, so they'll get some decent stats on their part, but not that much. They keep resetting their motion. Oh, no, now they've committed. And they are indeed going to Bamberg. So I'm going to detach the siege. Select my big army. Even put on force march. Make sure that we can get nearby. We have... Oh, there's no defensive things at all. So it's not about catching them with defensive terrain. It's mostly about just catching them, period, and having superior numbers. On the 16th, they won't be able to turn around. Then they'll be tied up with a short battle, admittedly. But nonetheless, there. That doesn't really matter. Actually, distracting my ability to reinforce properly. Wait. Oh, that's Bamberg. Oh, no, I got confused about where the battle is happening. That's really good. Okay, thank you for attacking me where I actually had numbers. On the Siege of Carton. Good. Go ahead and, I don't know. Oh, did we lose the Siege of Lienz? Did we never finish it? I don't know, go ahead and stand there. Someone else might have been sieging it and then left. That sounds like the sort of thing that could happen. We're actually sieging here. I didn't realize we'd have the numbers for it. Interesting. You're building something here. Yeah, you're hiring some forces, so we may as well go and block that. We'll easily shatter this army over here, which is good. I mean, it's going to give us a little bit more war score, but, you know, just help us actually go and siege everywhere. Oh, this is going to be a great peace deal. Russia, Holy Wars, Kazan. Oh, Russia's got religious ideas. Interesting. There's our king as well. Yeah, I actually still support you moving there to help that siege along. Yeah, I think what we need to focus on is just sieging Austria directly, because I think that's what's going to hurt them the most. So I think I'm going to move a big stack down to here. Still don't have Vienna. I suppose I could move the huge stack into Vienna. We don't have the maximum siege bonus there, I'm sure, at this point. We lost a siege. Huh. Yeah. You know what? Go ahead and do that. Finish off Vienna as soon as possible. That is hardly relevant. Most of these sieges up here don't matter. Brandenburg's finally losing a little more enthusiasm. But still no one I can separately piece out as anything low. Okay, we are now in Vienna. The attrition is high. We still have tons of manpower, of course. Mostly the reinforcement rates we have to worry about. We've got the full cannons. There's still the siege leader with just a +1, but now we got a nice positive chance. If the walls do get knocked down, we may just go in assault for speed. But at this point, the percentage is getting so high. It's in situations where the walls have been knocked down and the percentage is still relatively low that you're like, okay, we can really speed this up. There, we'll take this little bit of Poland over here because we can. They're going to besiege a few things over there, but nothing I'm concerned about. I don't think we have much of a static army anyway. These guys are defending the strait. Well, no, they're transports. Oh, right, they're the ones that auto-moved, which is fine. I'm just going to go and park you over here some more. We're going to be okay. Okay, good. Oh, man. Yeah, this is going to wreck Austria. Absolutely finish them off. And if we can potentially just make friends with the Palatinate, I don't know. Depends on when they got eaten. They might have a lot of, they might still have some aggressive expansion against me. Because when something goes away, their country doesn't get removed from the game. Their various stats sort of decay over time. Kind of a weird mechanic. I don't know exactly how it works, but there's something to that effect. I'm going to move these guys here with the idea that we'll group up and go and smash that stack relatively soon. Everything here is fine. Wow, they can't even siege that over there, which is good for me. We're in their attack in Metz, but we're going to get reinforced by, hey, Trier! The army I left die a little while ago. There we go, we won that siege. So actually, both of you guys just meet up in Potsdam, and we'll go and clear things up. Okay. That's fine too. Not concerned about that. Bit of an army here, but you know, France is fighting. And that's the thing. That's what's nice about having a bunch of allies in the war, is I don't have to worry about babysitting some little skirmishes that may not concern me as much. You apparently finished that siege ages ago. May as well move a little bit more. Now we don't need 100% war score. Because we're not doing like a full annex or vassalization. We don't literally need 100% war score to force them to declare the peace. We can, once we get to around 90, maybe even 85, we might be able to get them to accept 100% worth of war score. Of course, no matter what, we can never ask for more than 100%. So that's why it's not important for us to reach 100. Once we take Vienna, it'll be worth a lot of damage. And again, we still have plenty of ticking war score to go. Another 15 that we'll get automatically. Right now, if we take a look at here, yeah, they're very far apart. But eventually they'll get there. We've got Ostmarch. So we'll go ahead and move down to Varazd. Over here, France is occupying some stuff. And again, right here, once I get something that's adjacent, they might go ahead and flip the occupation to me. I don't really care, because I don't care about possessing this territory exactly. Although what would be awful is if France decided to peace out early, in which case I'd have to go and besiege that stuff. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be a little bit annoying. Skirmish there, that doesn't matter. Oh, you guys, go and kill these guys. I say we probably can assign a leader at this point. Okay, a little skirmish there. We're going to be reinforced. Might screw up my my siege, actually. I can detach some troops there and just send some extra numbers so I don't have to worry about it, because I think I only have 2 regiments and they're below the 2K. You've done that. Good. Occupied by Bohemia. It'd be nice to just give them some land, but again, I can't separate peace out Brandenburg, so... Oh, I should move you to Ulm. Do that. Anyway, on that note, now that we're attacking Ulm, which is always a dramatic part of any game, we're going to go ahead and put a cut in here. It's a long war against Austria, but you can't say we're not going to do some awesome stuff with it. We're going to get some amazing provinces, and we're going to force Austria to lose a huge chunk of itself, and we're basically squeezing it out of the normal HRE area, which is, I don't know, it entertains me. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.